What's up, guys? My name is Mitch Mikachonis. I'm just doing this video to give you a little bit of information about myself. The rest of the Joint Council will be doing a little bit later on, but I am your current Western District President for KKPsi. I am from the Iota Kappa chapter at Boise State University, and here's some more about me. My primary instrument is trumpet. I also play a little bit of piano. And one fun fact about myself is this past week, I think it was this past week, I was down in Anaheim for an International Trumpet Guild conference, which lasted I think 5 days. But it was a great experience. It was unusual to go to something that wasn't KKPsi or TBS related. But it was really cool. I ended up buying a piccolo trumpet, which if you haven't seen one, it's a little bit smaller than a regular trumpet. So I crossed in the spring of 2013. And back then I didn't know what I wanted to do, and our director of bands kind of forced me to do marching band and concert band, and he was my private instruction teacher before I got to college, so he had a lot of say in what I did musically. But when I got to marching band, I wasn't very happy, and it was the first day I saw all these people going around getting stuff, moving stuff to the field, and I didn't really think anything of it, but as rehearsal went on, I saw these people doing more and more, and I was interested, so I started helping out too. I didn't know it was an organization at first, but as the week went on, I saw them wearing these letters, KKPsi, and I was like, oh, what's that? So I went up and I talked to someone, and they're like, oh, it's KKPsi. And so I learned more over time. And after my first year, I decided to rush, and they extended me a bit, and I went through my process. Little did I know that would change my life, a lot. So KKPsi is actually one of the main reasons I transferred out to Boise State University, and I haven't regretted it at all. So I'm glad that I joined the organization, and I'm glad that I've learned so much from it. My favorite part about KKPsi is probably being able to go to a region of the country and having people that you know and that are willing to take you in, be friends with you. People will see letters and come up to me and be like, hey, you're in KKPsi, and I'm like, oh yeah. And we get to talking, and then they're boom, another friend. So it's just great having this sense of family throughout the country. If I could go back in time and talk to myself as I went through the process as a membership candidate, I think that I would tell myself to be confident, not just with everything KKPsi related, but also music related, school related. As a musician, you need to be confident, especially when you're doing auditions, when you're looking at grad school, auditioning in general, but also with your ideas. In KKPsi even, if you come up with an idea and you're not confident enough to take it on, I would say start off with telling people about your idea, because your brothers are there for you, and they have your back. Even if your idea is way too big, you can attempt to tackle that. And that's what I love about this organization. People are willing to run with your ideas, and even the smallest one can spark something big. My favorite KKPsi memory is summer retreat, I think 2014, when I was just transferring to Boise State University. I went to, it was called Bruno Sand Dunes, and sand dunes don't really sound fun, and you don't want to spend 2 days out there because you think oh boy, this is gonna be really hot. Oh, and it was, but it was by far one of my favorite memories, because I got to meet the brothers of Iota Kappa, and I felt welcomed, immediately felt welcomed into our chapter. And the one night, specifically, we went out, it was 2 in the morning, and we sat on one of the dunes and looked up at the stars and just talked about life. And it was one of my favorite memories because I already felt like I knew these people. I felt like I've known them for years, and it was just one of the greatest feelings. So, for those of you that don't know, I actually was deciding between running for Western District President or Western District Member at Large. I knew that I wanted to run for a district office position for like years now, but I just didn't know when I wanted to do it or which position I wanted to do. And I think this past year is really what got me to run. So as president for Iota Kappa, it was really easy to do work, to do service, everything, come up with ideas. All of our membership in Iota Kappa was willing to do anything to make sure our band program was getting better. And I think I realized as the year went on, as I went to district events, that every brother and every sister in the district was just the same as Iota Kappa. They're all willing to do better things for their band programs. And I think that inspired me to run for president, because not only was Iota Kappa easy to work with, but I think the district is going to be easy to work with as well. And I think that together we will be able to push the district to the next level. I think right now what I'm most excited for is planning WDC, planning DLC, and getting people inspired to go to these things. I've always been the type of person that gets excited like within like a month of convention or a month of DLC, but right now I'm already excited for these events, and I honestly can't wait until they start developing and until we can start adding minor details to these events, and then finally being able to see who all goes to it and how or what people get out of these events. I'm also really excited. One thing that I've loved in past years is having district officers join our meetings for like Iota Kappa or for my old chapter, and I'm excited to do that as well, and I hope that chapters come and ask me to do that, because I love seeing how chapters are developing and what they're currently working on, and how I can be of assistance. So yeah, those are a couple things that I'm excited for this upcoming year. That's a little bit about me. If you want to know more, don't be afraid to message me, schedule a Google Hangout or Skype. I'm super like willing to like meet up with people. So yeah.